Welcome back, all my rock stars, to another episode here in Jurassic Craft. So today we have a lot to do. Mainly we're going to get two brand new dinos once again because it's very nice. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the dinos we are going to be getting today, because I've switched it up, we're going to be getting ourselves some Ankylosauruses. I'm going to get two of these guys, hopefully, for our DNA don't fail. And then I'm gonna get a single Therizinosaurus. I was originally gonna do an Ankylosaurus and a Dilophosaurus, but we're gonna wait just a little bit for those guys. So to go ahead, let's go ahead and start putting these guys in here. So a Therizinosaurus and a Ankylosaurus here and here. There we go. So now let's go ahead and check on where we're going to be putting these cages for these guys. Okay guys, as you can see here, there's a lot of holes in the ground. You might be questioning yourselves. I have prepped a lot of cages for a lot of episodes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cages in preparation. So you guys will be finding out what those are very soon, but not quite yet. So right here, we are going to be doing our Ankylosaurus right here. And because of this location, I've actually gone ahead and equipped this side with a viewing area for the Spinosaurus as well. Which he's right there, he's swimming around, he's gotten a big size. Look at him, he's baby Spinosaurus. He's gonna need some food, I'm assuming, because he's hurt. Or he's just drowning himself, I don't really know. Anyways, so this will easily just wrap all the way around here. It's no big deal at all, and come right down here to this pathway. And then we've also got a viewing point right here as well. So it all works out. Hi, buddy. So this is a very simple cage, you know, it's just going to be a hole in the ground like most of our cages, but at the same time, it's just a little bit longer because we want two Ankylosaurs here. Now, I don't know their size, so we might have to expand it in width a little bit, so that will just come out this way a little bit, which is not a big deal at all. I'm hoping I won't have to. It's a decent width and a very good length for these guys. Now, on the other side over here, we've got our Therizinosaurus cage. You can see it's got Therizino, even though it's definitely spelled wrong. So it's a good size and it's a good depth, you know, nothing too wrong with it. He's a big dino, but not as big as like the Rex or the Brachiosaurus or even the Spinos. So hopefully this should be quite a good size for him. And guys, don't look at this cage. Guys, don't look at this cage. This cage you don't want to know about. I have special plans for this cage because we still have a lot to do with it. But just trust me, this cage took me literally like 12 hours to do because of the water. So just don't worry about it. We'll get there when we get there. So we have our dino cages, but what we need to do here is still prep them the proper way that we want to get these working. Mainly where we're going to put the reinforced glass and where we're going to put the good old stone brick. Now don't worry, these cages all seem very close together, but I've also tested it out just in case. Look, this is going, it's used 3 layers for, so 2 layers of reinforced glass and then stone bricks, space, stone bricks, glass. So it's literally perfect, and I have a special plan as well with some of these things, so it should be extremely good and work out quite well actually. And something else I've realized is that the dino mood is better than I thought in the Dinopedia. The Spinosaurus grew his spine. That's cool. He's officially a full-grown Spinosaurus. There's no way this is as big as they get, right? That's interesting. Because look, so mob mood is 100. I'm assuming because we built a age-proper environment for him. Or not age proper, a species proper environment, but it says this mob is happy and will not attack you. That's really interesting about that, isn't it? That I did not realize was a thing outside of the mood itself for numbers. We're just gonna go ahead and jump down here. This is gonna hurt, yeah. But if we go to our T-Rex here, look, this mob is content. It will not attack you. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and feed him up real quick too, just to make sure he stays happy. But that's so cool. So now I actually know when or if or why certain mobs will attack me for certain reasons. So that's super awesome that we have that availability to tell him. I didn't realize the face was anything but a visual image, and it's really cool to see that it's just not. And then we've got our Plesiosaurus, they're swimming around and dancing like always. So we need to get our supplies and then start building, because right now I don't have anything on me. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start with this good old Ankylosaurus cage here. So we've got a baseline going, it's 3 back, and it's kind of just like 3 tall right now. So one thing I've realized is, as good as the builders ones are, is the fact that we can't cut, it's not worth rebuilding them over and over again. The diamond ones alone can break super quickly and easily with the way we build and how big the cages need to be. It's not worth it at all. So, and you can't put enchants on them to stop them from breaking, and the only one that's unbreakable is built by another star, which you would have to kill Wither for, which is a lot harder than it sounds. So yeah, that's not worth it. It'd take more time to go ahead and prep killing the Wither and everything than it would just to go ahead and keep building cages. And there's a cave here. But, I mean, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and outline this and then get this started, and then we can start working on the Therizinosaurus cage afterwards. Now, I did obviously prep a lot of these cages in advance. That's why we don't have to do nearly as much. That was mainly so I could save time in between, recordings, because we had so much. I was taking hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours to do certain recordings. All because that I needed just to build the cages and build them in the ground. When in reality, I could just prep a bunch of cages and then just do the outline for you guys, which is the main part that I show anyways. So I think it was just easier for me and better for you guys. Okay, so it's just better overall. Trust me, guys. So I know it seems like, well, you prepped all the cages. Why would you do that if it's not the episode for them? Trust me, plus it gives you guys an idea of what to look forward to come. So we're gonna go ahead and get this done, and then we can start working on the Therizino cage. Okay guys, so we've got this cage all filled out. So at this point, we just need ourselves an entrance downwards. So best way to do that is, I guess, find a middle point for this cage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that means if it's 19, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. One more. So it should be 9 on each side now for this way. We don't actually want to dig down here though, mainly because of stuff. So now that we have this, so let's just go ahead and let's dig down right behind it. That's the white gold. That's the white gold to do. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a stack here. So do this. There we go. Keep going down. Just until we see that there is no more stone and bricky woos, and that will give us the right sign. So hold on, where's the last stone? Okay, so the last stone brick was there. So that's how far we need to go down. So we just do this, and we can dig out. Oh, I am still one too far down. Give me that stone brick back. So we need to go here, and then actually it's like this, just a little bit like this, and there we go, we're free. Not really, because we were always free. So now we just gotta fill this in, and I forgot to make myself ladders, which is no big deal at all. We'll just get those when we go back and get our eggs and whatnot, which we're gonna do as soon as we finish building the Therizino cage. Because what I'm gonna do this time, because usually what I do is I build a cage, I place the dino in, and then I go and build the other cage. This time we're gonna build both cages, and that way we can place both dinos down at the same time. And then I'm gonna spend a really long time off camera, just, you know, waiting, so you guys can see the grown-up versions of the dinos, and that's kind of the idea. So hopefully this works out well, but there is one issue, is the fact that this is running with our pathway here, but we can fix that. That's not a big deal overall, since it has to be next to it anyways, but it is something that we will have to worry about. Okay guys, so I went ahead and lined up my entranceway for this cage, so I don't have to do it later on. So now we can go ahead and start mining out this good old cage. So this is not going to be a fun time at all, but hey, we're going to get it done as quickly as possible, in that way so we can start actually building the proper cage. So this is 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now we have the actual, you know, depths of it and whatnot. So that works out quite well overall. So there we go, coolios. Now we can just, you know, do this all the way around, and we will be all good. Okay, all you beautiful looking people, let's go ahead and we're gonna go get our eggs. And I haven't checked on these, so did we not? I figured we would have had one of them fail. Therizinosaurus and 2 Anklyos. No flipping way. I really thought one of them was gonna fail. That's one of the reasons that we chose these specifically, because I had 2 extra Therizinos and 5 more Ankylosaurus DNAs. But hey, that means we can just have a whole lot more. And actually, before we leave real quick, there's one more thing I want to do, which is where are they? Where are they? Ah, yes, the Brachiosaurus DNAs. As you guys have seen, we have plenty of space in the Brachiosaurus cage, so let's go ahead and see how 3 more will fit in here, and let's see if we can overfill it with monsters. Monsters? Well, dinos. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna head over to the cages now, place these eggs down, and let them grow up and whatnot. I need torches, because I don't think I put torches down in the cages yet. So these guys can grow up, and you guys will see a little bit of a bigger version of them. Hopefully, that's what I'm planning here. That's one of the reasons I'm trying to set up the episode just a little bit differently, so you guys can see the dinos more, because look, you can see how much space they'll have, and both of them are fully grown. That's why we're going to put 3 more in there, and I think it won't even be close to being too much. I think it's actually going to be about the perfect number for the Brachiosaurus. Okay, guys, so the Anklyo cage. Why is there a ladder here? I didn't even mean to place that. Okay, so let's go ahead and come in here. Let's place these 2 eggs down. Let's place one right here and make sure he's all warm and cuddly, and the torch flames, because that totally makes sense. But yeah, so let's do this as well. Make sure we have the surrounding outside of it. Let's place the other egg like right here, and yeah, that makes sense. Totally, that's a proper shape for an egg incubation. It's not random at all where I don't know what I'm doing. Totally. So while these guys hatch, I want to go ahead, because this cage is pretty simple, obviously, but the next one is fairly simple as well, except for a little bit of it. So we fixed the pathways up, and now we come over here, and let's go ahead and put this cage down right here. Let's come down here, and we can put our Therizino cage or egg down. Let's get him going. Put this here. There we go. Oh, beautiful. It's all working. And let's go ahead, and you can see right there already there's something there. What is that? You guys will see that here in a second here. Here in a second here? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, guys, so looking at this, you might be, why is this downstairs? This takes us right down here. So it's actually really interesting, because we can watch the Therizino from a lower level, which we usually don't do with our land type dinos around here. The reason I did this was because I was doing this because it was right next to this cage, which I'm not saying the name of. If you guys can guess what this cage is for, I will make sure to pin your comment in the video. So go ahead and put your comments down below guessing what dino will be going into this massive water cage. It shouldn't be too hard. So this is the start. Now it does end here. We will have more windows for this cage, something like this, just not right here. I want to have it a little different than just a wraparound section that wraps around the entire thing. I want to have little sections that I can go in and out of. So I put this here. So this is one of the lower levels that you can get. So I think it's really cool and overall, but you guys will have to wait and see for this. That's the real gator. You'll have to wait for that. But yeah, this is super cool, I think, and I like this quite a lot. I think it's gonna work out really well for us. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wait for these guys to hatch up and everything, and I'll show you the baby form, and then we're gonna go ahead and wait for them to grow up a little bit so you guys can actually see them in a bit more growth. And then in the meantime, I'll probably be working on this cage, honestly, because I have so much work to do with this cage still in the realist form, because it sucks, but it's gonna be worth it. Okay, everyone, let's go ahead and look at the baby Anklyos. Oh, look at him, he's so tiny. There's the other one. Look, he's so teeny, smaller than a torch, just like the Petasaur was in the beginning. They're gonna be so big and strong when they grow up. Aww. What's really nice is that these guys are herbivores, which takes good, because I think at some point our carnivores are outdoing our meat production, which is coming extremely close, actually. So I'm gonna have to expand the cow farm, or just not have any more carnivores. But that's not fun. But I think we have most of the big guys overall. So let's go ahead and check out the Therizinosaurus here. Oh, look at him. So now technically in the game Ark Survival Evolved, he's an omnivore, which eats both meat and plants. But this guy's just a herbivore in this version, which is fine by me. It makes it good for us. Hi, look at you. You're pretty cool looking. You stand on back feet, and you don't have your claws yet. So that's really cool. So yeah, so until these guys grow up so I can show you guys a better version of themselves, let's go ahead. I'm going to be working on this cage in the meantime. And here we are, everyone, to end off the episode, to check out the dinos since they've grown a little bit. Here they are. The Anklyos have gotten quite big. Look, they used to be half a torch, and now they're taller than the torch, just as tall as the torch. Yeah, you can't see it when they stick their head through it. So that they've made good progress. I don't think anywhere nearly fully grown though, so that's pretty cool. We just got to see a little bit of the mid process, and then if we come over to the Therizino, I've already taken a peek of it myself. I think he looks cool so far. I'm curious to see what he looks like later on, and it not become nighttime. Here is the Therizino. He shouldn't attack me at all. Yeah, come here. There we go. Mob will only attack if hungry. Well, he looks a little hungry. He's missing only about 10 hunger. We'll fill him up just in case. But look, his little claws are coming in, and there we go. He's super cool. So I hope you guys all did enjoy this episode of Jurassic Craft. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys all did. I'll see you all later, Rockstars. Peace.